Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. So this is from Masters of the Universe, and this is a 2-pack, Rise of Evil 2-pack. Originally over in the US this was like I think like a Walmart exclusive, and there was a big fuss when they first came out because you'd go into stores in America and they'd only get like one or two and they were gone straight away, or if they were available on the website they'd be gone in seconds, and loads of people were hunting around trying to get hold of these figures and couldn't, either because there weren't enough of them, or that was compounded by people then going in picking up 3 or 4 and selling the load, effectively sort of scalping and stuff like that, which you get, and then consequently them being on eBay for crazy prices and people buying them for crazy prices. I think since then things have calmed down again, so I wouldn't say they're readily available, but there seem to be quite a few out and about. I remember when it all kicked off about these 2 figures, and some people were posting in the sales groups and stuff like this. Oh, look what I picked up, and they'd have like 10 of these. People were just going crazy. So managed to pick one up. I pre-ordered it ages ago. I can't remember which particular site it was. It was I'll pop a link down, but it was a Spanish online retailer, and I'd ordered them off them before, so I kind of knew what I was getting, and I was comfortable that it might take a little while, but they send it over, which is fine, and got absolutely no issues at all. I did actually ask someone over in the US to pick us up one, so I may end up with a duplicate. We'll see. If not, there's something I may swap out on this one, which you'll come to see when I look at the figures. I don't know if you can see it on here. It's a bit more obvious, but the paint on his teeth is like gone over. So his teeth are mostly painted white, but not quite in the corner, and then that's like gone over his lips. So it looks like he's been brushing his teeth and he's got a load of toothpaste on his teeth. So we'll see if that's something that can be kind of scraped off. So in the 2-pack you get Keldor and Kronis, is it? I don't know how you pronounce his first name. So basically this is kind of Trapjaw before he becomes Trapjaw. So you see obviously his face is in one piece, his arms in one piece. But you obviously the skin colour and the armour look familiar. And with Keldor, he's basically skeletal, pre-skeletal. So when he had a nice looking face and a little goatee beard before he becomes skeletal, and you get a different head sculpt with it and things like that. The armour's slightly different. I do have the figures to hand, so you can do a bit of a size comparison. There is some fantastic artwork as usual on here. At the top you've got the 2 of them kind of going into battle, and then I don't know if you can see that you've got almost like, looks like Hordak in the background, which is some sort of like magic, like I don't know what you would call it, but it's either sort of like a version of him, maybe that he's kind of summoned up using some sort of magic. And on the side here you get Beastman, Triclops, Merman, and Evil in there. And it looks like it's the different versions of them, the ones from the comic, I think so. So you get those, and then some thing there, and then on the back here, you get the king there, Man-at-Arms, or one of the palace guards, Stratos, a different version of him, and then again all the kind of different versions of these characters. So the ones that they've done a different version of Merman, and Triclops, I think, is one of the exclusive ones. I think Beastman is coming out retail, and she's retail. I've got her, and it just shows you some of the options that you get with swapping out the heads and stuff like that, which is nice. And just a modern design. That's it. And then you get some of the other figures in the line here. So you get Battle Armor He-Man, which I've got, Ram Man, Clamp Champ, which I've got, I haven't reviewed, Battle Armor Skeletor, and Panther, which I've got. I would quite like to pick up the, I'm trying to think what it's called, the flocked version of him as well. So there you are, that's the packaging. What I'll do now is I'll stop the video, take the figures out, and we'll take a proper look at them. Right then, so we've got the two figures out of their packaging. Just be careful with them. What you can get is sometimes the weapons and things that are kind of softer plastic can get kind of bent out of shape, and same with the kind of hands and things like that. But this is pretty cool. It's a translucent green Havoc staff, which is then kind of painted purple down at the bottom, and it's to give it that illusion look that you saw on the back, that he's kind of blasting someone from this, so it's purple and then it's glowing as he strikes someone with it, which is nice. And the same then with the power sword, which is molded on both sides, so it's not flat on one side where it pegs together on the others. So he does have two gripping hands as well, so you can hold both these at the same time, which is neat. And then he does get this other head as well, which is really nice, and it's got these almost like little gemstones in there for the eyes. So yeah, you get a really cool looking Skeletor if you want to swap those out. You can either use it with this one or another one. And his armor as well is different. So he's got this bit's coloured in green and sort of like slightly raised, and he's got paint in here. The arms are different as well. If I bring in the kind of Origins version here side by side, colours are more or less the same, but you can see obviously the wrists are different, the hands are very much different, the face obviously is a different face that comes with him, and even the colour of the plastic is different, so it's a lot darker green. You do still get the same pieces, so this is the same, just in a different colour. The feet are different. He's got like different boots with him, so he hasn't got the webbed kind of alien toes and things like that. He's just got normal boots, and he does come with this kind of plastic cape thing, which is a bit like the one that you get with Scare Glow, but it's just like a smooth sort of thing, so it's not really pliable, and that just goes around his neck. And with all these characters, like I've been through with all the Origins ones, they all are interchangeable, so you can pop up the head and swap it around. As I mentioned, he's got two gripping hands, so he can hold the Havoc staff in his arm like that, and he can hold the other sword in his hand like so, like that. And they've got all the normal articulation that you'd see with the Origins figures in terms of their legs sort of moving backwards and forwards, the boots, the feet forward and back. Look, there's not really much of a rocker on these, so that's the only different thing, but you get the arms rotate in and out, and the arms and everything else like that. So you get all the standard articulation. The only bit that's limited is I didn't realise how long his hair was, which is a solid piece here. So it does kind of limit the articulation on the head. He has got little pointy ears, which is quite cool. The head sculpt is great. All the paint is done really well. The eyelashes are up and the little moustache and everything else like that. It's really cool. And then you get the other guy here as well. So this is what I mentioned about the face paint. You can see where it's gone off to the side here. So as a result, he kind of looks a bit crooked or cross-eyed, a little bit weird. So I'm going to try and see if I can get some of the paint off here, which will make him look a little bit better. Again, same sort of thing. So the colour plastic looks a little bit darker on here, but it doesn't. So this bit here around the crotch is different. The legs look more or less the same. A few subtle differences, and then the arms are different, obviously each side, and he has a different kind of backpack thing on, and the head is obviously completely different, even down to the skin color as well. And on the back of this one here, he's got little notches so you can actually store the other weapons from Trapdoor if you want to, and he's got a different gun here, and you can hold that in his hand like so, and he's just got the one gripping hand and the other one. You can see what I mean about whether in the plastic this bit can become a little bit deformed, but it's still a pretty good set. I won't go over the articulation because they're all the same on these guys, but there they are. And then just to show you the head change. So you can do that. And this one's a little bit tricky to get on. I think it's on. And you've got Skeletor here, if that'll focus. Come on. We'll actually focus on his head properly. There we go. With the swapped out head. And you can swap that around, so you could actually put Keldor's head on the other Skeletor if you wanted to. You could take the cape off. However you want it, so mix and match. It's a pretty cool set. I'm just trying to think of, how I'm going to display them now. I'm probably going to have him as Keldor and display him that way, and then I've got Skeletor displayed elsewhere there and do it that way. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to do a quick review to show you those, see what you think, and that's it. Short and sweet, hopefully. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.